All right, let's get on to the big story now. And look, we all saw the horrendous images coming out of Syria this week as innocent people, including many children, appeared to be the victims of a chemical weapons attack by the Syrian government. Overnight, Donald Trump retaliated by firing 59 Tomahawk missiles at a Syrian airbase. A viewer called Diogenes said, "Is it OK that Miliband stopped previous action against Assad and left many people to die as a result?" Welcome to the show. Do you want to talk more about the stone? We can. And we did get a lot of tweets on that kind of tone. So how do you feel now about being the person who kind of stopped the intervention in Syria in 2013?
Well, obviously it's something I've thought about a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't claim these are easy decisions. And the horrible scenes this week, ghastly scenes, obviously make you think about that. I don't resolve from the decision, though, and let me explain why. You know, the biggest lesson of the Iraq War was you don't send our forces into combat unless you know there is a clear plan, a plan which you believe will make the situation better, not worse. And what we were confronted with was not a plan to remove President Assad's chemical weapons, or a plan, indeed, to remove President Assad. And I feared us being drawn into the Syrian civil war. And not just me, but conservatives and others feared that too. So obviously I've thought a lot about it,
yeah,
and whether it was the right thing to do. But I think in the end, in my heart of hearts, I do feel it was, yes. Because for precisely the sort of the kind of cautionary note that I explain.
Alex? I've got to ask you, when you're involved in a big decision like that and you do see some of the images that we've seen, is it the sort of thing that does kind of, does it keep you awake sometimes at night, to think about?
You think about, absolutely. And of course you examine whether it was the right decision. And I don't pretend these are easy decisions. I don't pretend, by the way, that the decision President Trump had to make was an easy decision. I think it's only if you're a political leader that you really face these decisions up close. But I felt, in the end, that my responsibility was to say, look, if our forces are going into combat, we've got to know it's the right plan. Because if there's one... And it's interesting, on Libya, we intervened in Libya in 2011, and I supported David Cameron's intervention, and indeed spoke in favour of it in the House of Commons. Now, what's happened in Libya has gone badly, and it hasn't led to the same loss of life as in Syria. But so in a sense, it shows there is no simple answers to these questions.
Here's a question. Is it OK that today the UK raised the terror threat from substantial to severe? No. Is it OK that Australia has done the same, except theirs has gone from crikey to struth?
That is the best one of those you've ever done.